Hello guys, Gaming Dad 56 here, back with the next episode of the $10 million challenge. Last time, we got all three of these fields harvested. Field number 15 over here, field number 14 here, and field number 12 way over there. All harvested. So this episode, we need to get those fields replanted. Before we can do that, we need to get this straw baled and off the field. And we're waiting on the Valtra to finish up its job on field 13. If we hop over to the Valtra, where are we at? There we are. You can see he's working away, planting corn here. He's getting close to done. He's still got a little while. So, we're going to go put this trailer away, and then we're going to get to baling, because I need the Valtra to be able to run the larger implements. So I can't really go seed or cultivate with any of my other tractors because they don't have enough horsepower. And the baling has to get done before we can replant that field anyway. So we're just going to go get this trailer out of the way and start baling. And we're just going to use this tractor. Why not? In reality, I might actually be able to use one of these tractors. Maybe we should just find out. Let's hook up here real quick. We'll shut him off, and I tell you what, we'll take this tractor. Besides the Valtra, these cases are the most powerful ones we have. We're going to run down to the store. Do we have any seed anywhere? We're going to run down to the store and pick up the other seeder. We do have seed. Let's see. Let's take a look in the store real quick and see what the horsepower requirements for these implements are. Cultivator is 180. This seeder is 180. Well, that's unfortunate. If we had one of the cases on this, we could be using the Valtra on something else. The cases could handle that. Really, though, I think the case might be able to handle this cultivator. So we're going to put him on the cultivator on field 12. Since we're going to replant that in corn and get that going. Once the Valtra's done, we'll unhook that corn seeder from it. And we'll take it down to the shop and pick up our other seeder and get it to work. Alright, if we can figure out how to get in here and hook up, that is. Excellent. Hooked up. Get to work. Hopefully he can handle this. I really have no idea. Higher. He's going 5 miles per hour, so maybe he'll be okay. He'll be done before too long. Alright, this case. And it is time to go bale all this straw. It's going to be a lot of straw. Wonder how many bales we'll end up with. Take a guess, and we will see by the time we get done. Now, I probably will not show every minute of this baling, because this is going to take a while. But, you know, we'll definitely show some of it. This is part of what we have to do, so might as well see it. And full. Drop it off so the bale can go rolling away down the hill. No? No rolling? Whoa. Probably will now that I bumped into it. Wow, no rolling. That surprises me. I expected rolling. Although from that first, we did have a little bit in here, but that first pass gave us a bale and about 1,000 liters. So there's going to be a lot of bales. We should have no shortage of straw bales after this. I could sell these straw bales to make some more money. However, straw bales aren't worth very much. And I don't really know that it's worth selling them. I think we might as well take what we get here and stock them at the pig yard and the cow yard. That way we'll have them ready for when we have pigs or cows. And then, you know, after that, if we continue to get more straw, maybe we'll sell it. But really, I only want to do wheat or barley enough to keep up the amount of straw we need to keep up with the cows and the pigs. Other than that, we don't really need to be doing wheat or barley that much. I mean, I'm basically only doing wheat or barley to get the straw. Otherwise, there are other crops we could do where we don't have to worry about it. With the straw, wheat and barley are a good crop to do. I mean, in terms of how much money you make, they are beneficial. But then, you know, it takes more time. You have to go over the field again because you have to bale it. Then you have to go pick them all up, which is time consuming. You know, if you have an auto stacker, it's not quite as time consuming, but then that's another time you have to drive over the field. So, I don't know. I don't know that we'll do wheat or barley much, except for when we need the straw. We'll stick with things like soybeans and sunflowers, canola, corn. We will have to do wheat or barley some, I just remembered, to take care of the pigs as well. We need the straw for the cows and pigs, but we also need wheat or barley as food for the pigs. So we will have to keep up with it a little bit. Just keep working away here until the Valtra is done. I definitely want to get that back over here and working on something else. I thought he was already done with field 13, but he was not. And we got lots of other stuff that we need him for. None of these bales are rolling. I am actually impressed. I figured these would be rolling away right now. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and bale this stuff up, and I will come back when it is nearly done. Alright, I came back because this guy finished up what he was doing. Back to the farm. So we're going to get him down here working on these fields. And actually what we really need to do is go drop this off at the farm and go down to the store and pick up our other seeder. And this is not the way to the farm. This is, I believe, the second time I've done that with this tractor. And run into a tree in the process. There we go. That's better. Okay, we are going to be using this seeder again right here on field 12. So, really not worried about putting it up. We're just going to drop it off. Alright, and I am going to run down to the store. I will see you guys when I get to the store. Or actually, you've already seen this seeder at the store, so I'll come back when I get back from the store and we're ready to get going on the fields. Alright, here we are back at the farm with this nice seeder, the Vaderstad, whatever this thing is called. I think it's called a Rapid 600 or something like that. Anyway, we've got it, and we are going to plant canola. I could either plant canola or soybeans, or wheat or barley, but I already talked about it. We don't really want to do wheat or barley at this point. So that leaves canola or soybeans. And since we harvested 2 fields worth of soybeans last time, I figured that canola would be the better option. Do something a little different. Not that canola is very different in Farming Simulator terms because it's been in like every Farming Simulator game. And I think I can set a worker off without having to fill this up at all. If I have him on buy seeds. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Alright. That should be turning over to canola. Perfect. He's working away there. Once he's done, we'll get him set up on the corn seeder. In the meantime, whoa, stop. I am going to continue baling. So I'll be back when it's time to do something else or when I am close to finishing this field of bales. And we are on our last pass here. I figured one of those two workers would get done before we did, but that is not the case. They are still both working away, although I think they're both very close to done. And we are extremely close to done. Looks like we're going to unload one more bale here before the end. And because I do not really like to have a baler full of... I'm going to use this baler next for either grass or hay. I don't really want to have straw in there. So we're going to just leave this last tiny little bit of straw on the field. He's got a couple more passes on that field for planting. I don't know how close he is to done cultivating, but he ought to be really close. Split this guy up. And because this tractor is powerful enough to handle the corn seeder, we're going to go hook him up here and get him started seeding field 12. And what does it look like over there? Looks like he's got one pass left. And that'll free up another tractor for us. We've got just about the right amount of tractors. And I want him to plant corn. Yes. Go. And he will fertilize while he's at it. We will have to fertilize our fields. All of them. If we take a look here at the fertilization states. Oh, we need to plow all of these fields, didn't we? Well, too late for that. Field 13 has a first stage of fertilizer on it. Field 12 will also have the first stage of fertilizer on it once he's done planting. So we'll just have to fertilize as the crops grow. No problem there. Field 15 does not, because that seeder does not fertilize as it plants. So we're going to drop that seeder, and we are going to go fertilize this field. Oh, I don't want that on there. Drop the planter, not pick it up. There's all this like tiny equipment. We probably should just go get rid of it. There we go. He is basically done. I can't really... It's going to miss a little bit on the edge, isn't it? Son of a gun. I can't really plant field 14 until I get all those bales picked up. And there are quite a few. Once I'm going to start this worker again. Make sure I'm getting to the edge of the field this time. Close. That'll work. Oh, yeah. Get to work. Let's see. He's finishing up here. How many bales did we get? Straw bales. 22 straw bales. Wow. We need to go pick all those up before we can replant that field, which is unfortunate because this guy will be ready to plant. And we are not going to have anything for him to do. If I would have remembered, I could have had him working on the plowing of these fields instead of planting. I completely forgot that we even needed to replow these fields. So that is unfortunate. Our front loader tractor is that one right there that we just set to fertilizing. So we're going to need to use him to load up all these bales. The other problem is we currently do not have a trailer to handle all these bales. So that brings up two possibilities. We can go to the store and buy this trailer and manually load all of those bales. Or we can buy this trailer, which will make picking them up way faster. However, it's not really going to... It's going to cost us a bit of money. I'm debating on whether or not we're going to utilize it enough. With all the silage bales that we'll be doing, I feel like we'll get our money's worth out of this trailer if we do purchase it. But I don't really... I'm trying to buy Field 11, so I don't want to keep spending tons of money. I just think we're going to have to do it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do it. We're going to be doing a lot of bale stuff, so this is going to be worthwhile for us. So go ahead and buy it. Oh, whoops. Alright, we need to go get the trailer that we just purchased. And we're going to take this tractor to do it for the sole reason that this tractor is faster. And not busy at the moment. So, we'll take him, run him down to the store real quick. And we'll be back with the trailer. Alright, we are back at the farm with the new bale auto stacking trailer. And we are actually going to drop this off right here. Because I am actually going to plow this field before we plant it. We've got all three fields here at the main farm need plowed. And I might as well just get to doing it. If I do this one this time, then field 13, this field, and the other two fields will all require plowing at different times, which will be kind of nice. Now, there is two things I want to do first. Number one, let's have him hang back real quick. Two of my workers are finished. This is the first one. And the guy who was fertilizing field number 15 is also done. So I need to get these guys doing something. Now, the bales are kind of a problem. What I need to do is fertilize, then plow, then fertilize again, then seed, and then I can fertilize yet a third time, and the fertilization will be done on this field. So that is what I'm going to try to do. We're going to go get the fertilizer spreader on this tractor. Stop. Lower it down. There we go. And then we're going to do the stacking with the New Holland tractor. Actually, it doesn't really matter, so let's just go ahead and grab him. I keep thinking that this one has the front loader on it, so it's the one I need to use to do the bales, but we're using an auto stacking trailer, so that's really not the case. I want to position him far enough over that he's not going to hit that bale. And go. Alright. Now, back to the case. There we go. Load up the auto stacking trailer. The guy who's going to start plowing, once the New Holland that's fertilizing kind of gets a little ways down the field, probably before we even start actually stacking, we'll get the plowing guy started. We'll get the Vultra started on plowing. Because that is going to take a while. So, whoop, there it was. Fire him up again. This is going to have, now we're going to have 3 workers going. 2 of whom are fertilizing, and one of which is actually seeding at the same time. This is going to get expensive very quickly. Hire the worker, and off he goes. Alright, so that'll take care of the plowing, which definitely needs to be done. And I'm most concerned, first off, with the bales that are going to be immediately in the way. So this is the first one that's going to be right in the way, so let's pick it up. Why are you coming back down there fertilizing? That makes no sense. There we go. Whoa, that didn't work out quite how I had planned. If we can get these, we're going to have to work across the field in the same way that these tractors are working. Hopefully I can stay ahead of them and get these bales out of the way. Please turn and fertilize properly this time. Looks like he's doing a better job this time. And because I do not have time to run these to the pig farm and the cow farm, we're just going to go stack them. And we're just going to stack them here inside the shed. We will come back and get these whenever we need to take them down to the pigs or cows. And right now we don't even have any pigs or cows, so it's not super critical. And I just plain do not have time to go run these down there right now. We got to keep ahead of these guys. That bale's not in the way, so we're just going to leave it for now. Whoa. The pickup wasn't even down. Oh well. And I was going a little fast. Got a little out of control there. 2. Pick up. There we go. Forget when it shoves the bales back, it takes a lot longer. To be ready to pick up the next one. There we go. There's another, there's 6. 2 more on this load. And that'll leave only 1 bale left on the field. So we did a great job of getting ahead of them and getting the field cleared off. There's 16. Now according to my count, there should be 6 more bales. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5. Oh well. One thing I don't like about this auto-stacking trailer, you're picking up round bales. But then when you put them away, when you go to unload them, it unloads them like this, perfectly straight up and down. Which I'm not a huge fan of. I would not store round bales like this. It also does make them very hard to work with. Like when I want to go use them, now I need to, well, really what you need is one of the grabbers. But the problem is the 2 stacks are right next to each other. So it's hard to fit the grabber in there without knocking the stacks over. It's not ideal. You can do it with the bale spikes, and that works. But I don't know. I don't like that it stacks them upright like that. I would much rather see them stacked or just kind of laid out on the ground. Like if this trailer just tipped itself back and then pushed them off, that would be what I would like to see. Because I would rather store these laying down on the ground in a line or in 2 lines than how it's basically making me store them. Oh well. Whoa! I did not expect it to do that. Apparently the trigger for this is pretty large. Last one off the field here. I'm going to drive up to the top side of the field, make sure I didn't miss any up here, because I thought it said 22 bales. And I've only loaded 21 bales. None of them went rolling off down the hill that way. Ah, ha, ha. One of them did go rolling off down the hill this way. That is where the stray bale is. You are mine now, bale. So it'd be really nice if you could just kind of tip this a little bit and then push them straight off the back and it just left them in nice side-by-side lines. That would be a really nice way to store them off of an auto-loading trailer like this. For the square bales, the square bale auto stacker, standing them up like it does, that's great. It's just these round ones. It doesn't work as well. Whatever. They're out of the way. That's the key. And now we have this auto stacking trailer, so when we go to do silage bales, it's going to make picking them up much, much easier. And when we get an opportunity to, we're definitely going to go around and do some silage bales. We're going to cut grass along field edges and turn it into silage bales to just bring in more income. There we go. 22 straw bales. Once this folds down, we're just going to leave it right here. Plow guy is hard at work. Fertilizer guy is just about done. And we don't really have anything else for fertilizer guy to do at the moment. We don't have anything for this guy to do at the moment either. So, I don't know. We'll just go park him up, I think. Helper P. Yep, fertilizer guy. Now, we do have something that is not what I intended to do. We do have something for fertilizer guy to do. Well, once plowing is done, he'll need to go back and fertilize again. So I'm actually going to go drop the fertilizer off of this one. And the case that I just got out of, he's going to be my fertilizing tractor. Because I need a tractor with a front attachment. So that I can run the front mower and the baler. And we're actually going to go ahead and go do some of that. That's going to be in the next episode. This episode is getting toward the end. I need the plow, the Vulture who is plowing, to get a little bit further into his job before I can start the fertilizer going again. Whoops. Back up straight first. No, it won't even let me do that. There we go. Got stuck. Go hook up the baler and the front mower, and this will be ready next time to go along these field edges and start baling up some stuff that we can wrap into silage bales and sell. Yeah, plow guys definitely got to get farther than that before we start fertilizing. Well, that's all I got for you guys this time. So, until I see you next time, Gaming Dad 56, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Tell them about the $10 million challenge and about what we're doing. Until then, I will see you in the next episode.